Hey Libra, how are you doing? This is a bonus reading for Libra for the month of November, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind this is a general read. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website and you can check out the options there. Also a shout out and a thank you for all the ways that you like, share, and subscribe. I couldn't do these readings without all your wonderful support, so thank you so much. I'm so truly grateful. What is going on for the fabulous and most beautiful balanced babes? What do you need to know? What do you need to see for your highest good? Present time, the Four of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. What's coming towards you? The Two of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. What you were focused on? The Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. In your blocked and challenged position is the Two of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And your outcome, beautiful. Temperance. Major Arcana for Sagittarius. Okay, Libra, let's clarify this and find out what is going on. Present time, you have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is boredom, discontent, or disappointment, or dissatisfaction in some situation, or it could be any situation in your life. This is, the milk has expired, the milk has curdled, you've overextended or overgave in some kind of situation. This is also my negative Nancy and Debbie Downer, my complainer pit. So there's something about you having the necessary resources or remothering yourself, being more kind, gentle, and taking really good care of your physical body and your mental health and boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Because there's something that is distracting you. Could be a relationship, could be a friendship, could also be a mother. So what is this Four of Cups? So when you find yourself distracted, pull that energy back onto you, because every time you're focused on another person or a situation, you give that situation energy, whether it's negative or positive. So save all your energy for self here. You know, Queen of Pentacles is also very resourceful, so use your resources. Okay, so what is this Four of Wands? Or sorry, Four of Cups. And the Fool. Major Arcana for Aries. And the Fool is about having little to no worry, little to no baggage, and stay on task about your focus. This is about you being very disciplined. And see how there is something about the kittens here? There's something about kidding around or joking around. That somebody is not joking around. Like, you see how these two elements are going in two different directions? It feels like withdraw from baggage or complaining. And you're like, come on, I'm just joking around. So there's something about keeping something light. You know, the Fool card is about being flexible, being adaptable, high hopes, high aspirations. And Two of Wands is about making plans in progress. So something here about focusing on something new, and this is progressing. So what is this Two of Wands? Two of Wands is about having the world in the palms of your hand, empowering oneself. Come on, I'm just joking around. And somebody here is like not having it or kind of emotionally detached from a situation. When you emotionally detach or detach from a situation and have no fixation or attachment to an outcome, you will never be disappointed. But when we attach and fixate to an outcome of the way it should be, we get disappointed every single time. So there's something about the distractions. Keep things light, pack light, withdraw and pack light. And the Six of Swords. Yes. This is about let go of the rope. What are you gripping and holding on to? I'm also getting an element of finding a nice balance, getting out of choppy waters into more smoother sailings, expanding the mind, expanding the awareness, and expanding fun. Like there's something about joking around on some kind of adventure. Okay, so what is this commitment or connection? Like, come on, I'm just joking around. And Temperance is about the card of alchemy. It means anything complex must go, or harmony. Keep things in balance. You don't have to rush yourself or overextend yourself or whatever this element is. It's so that you feel that you are protected on your journey. And the Five of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And the fives in the tarot signifies change. This is loss, hurt, regret, resentment, remorse, crying over spilled milk, crying over yesterday's garbage. So if you are focused on some kind of past situation, living in the past is depression. So I feel like there could be somebody who is very sad to see you move forth and move on. If this is also you very hung up, or there is something about rumination on a situation from your past, something that you once had a lot of love for. And this could be a work dynamic, this could be a friendship, but there's some kind of like fall out or fall away. I'm also getting something about you're being divinely guided on your journey. Will I regret some kind of situation? Okay, so Two of Cups in the blocked and challenged position is two peas in a pod at one time. So something that is not in sync. It means it doesn't feel the same. Like this isn't sync up with me. I'm also getting something about sync. And it could be like syncing in sequence. See how the dance on skating on ice, there's some kind of sequence. But right here, there's something that's not in sync, or you don't share the same view, the vision. Someone here doesn't share the same vision of you, and that's okay. Sometimes people come into our life for a reason, season, and or a lifetime. But I'm also getting something about a mother, like a sad mother or a complaining mother. And this could be like your grandmother. Man, this could be somebody you work with at work. And this mother constantly complains, but it's so distracting. And you're here off bouncing towards some kind of like keeping things light. And the Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. The Queen of Swords is a typical court card for you there, Libra. So where do you feel like you are giving away your power, or that you lost some kind of situation, connection? Because this could also be a BS situation, or taking something too seriously and personally. So there's something about a situation or a person around you that's like, okay, well, how can we lighten the mood? Act a little bit silly. Queen of Swords is also about advice. You might have got bad or disappointing advice. Now, this person could have gave you bad advice. But Temperance is like not rushing yourself or overextending yourself or overexerting yourself. And that's in all areas of life. So let's just say work and career. You're pedal to the metal. You're like, am I going to regret this? Is this going to take a toll on my health? I'm just kind of getting a little bit of bored and checked out. And that could also be checking out of a building. And here it's like making a new commitment. But there's something about like the expanding through some kind of change that you're going through. In some kind of commitment. This is like a loss in some kind of commitment connection, or feeling abandoned. Somebody also could be codependent. But Queen of Swords in the blocked and challenged position is somebody who's pissed off and angry and holding back some kind of truth about some kind of feelings. So pretending everything is okay when it's not okay. So there is some kind of truth, or there's some kind of discipline. I'm also getting something about like, stop looking back at what was. Because every time you revisit what was, you make a situation look like it was so much better than it actually was. So Temperance, emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually, come into your body so that you feel whole and complete. This is harmony. I'm also getting something about in sync, where something is out of sync, but now it's like linking up. Like, how can we get on the same page? Can we compromise here? But this is also just a nice dance between you and yourself, right? So something here got out of whack. And maybe it might have been motherhood. Maybe there is like this postpartum depression where you just feel like meh, or really checked out, right? And the Seven of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, but Seven of Wands is also drawing a line in the sand. Where do you need to say yes and where do you need to say no? This is about you standing up to a cause, standing up to a bully, standing up to a naysayer. And this is about compromise, but how much more do you want to compromise? And what is being pushed onto you or projected onto you? And that's why I keep saying, why do you keep giving your power away of being the yes man, yes girl, whatever, yes boy here, where you need to be like, nope, doesn't work for me. This isn't sync with me. I'm also getting something about a dance. You could be dealing with somebody who's deflective or defensive and hard to compromise with. And that could be really disappointing, okay? So there's something about boundaries. A boundary is possibly with a Capricorn. Capricorn is father energy. This is also drawing a line and saying no means no and yes means yes. I'm not going to overexert myself. I'm not going to overextend myself. I'm going to do things that sync. It means I give to you, you give to me. What is this? Four of Cups and a Fool. And Justice. Beautiful energy. This is about finding that balance. And that justice is firm and fair decisions, equality, equilibrium, giving or receiving. How does this make me feel? This is also about a new karmic cycle starting, standing in a place of integrity. There's a win-win for you in the forecast. So there is something about leaving your emotions and making something about logic and headstrong, going ahead. With or without you, I'm going ahead. Because see how there's two elements? There's something about these twos. Two of Wands and Six of Swords. Travel, expansion, and progress. And the Six of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And the Six of Cups is about fond memories, reminiscing when times were good, when times were fun, when times were easy. This could also be traveling and keeping things light and lighthearted, or traveling with children. That doesn't have to be your children. You could be, you know, the cool aunt or the cool uncle. But I'm also getting something about revisiting old plans that you had in the back of your mind, and now you're taking action because you have the 4, the 5, and the 6. So there's something about the progressing or making progress, and something you did in the past. It's like something you did in the past, like karma balancing out in your favor. Something good is going in your favor. Okay, so what is this? Queen of Pentacles and regret. Regretting some kind of commitment, regretting not showing up, regretting on what? And Judgment. Major Arcana 4, Scorpio. This is double Scorpio. You have Scorpio here. Scorpionic energy is about death, sex, taxes, mystery, the unknown, the unforeseen. But Judgment is about let go of what you're gripping and holding onto. And when you let go and get into this Fool energy of like, I'm on some kind of new adventure. I trust in the universe, taking a leap of faith and not fixating or attaching to an outcome. Because when you do that, you can surrender. This is also about letting bygones be bygones, not pointing fingers. He says, she says, they did this. This is clean slate. I'm also getting something about let go of guilt, blame, shame, either towards this person or towards yourself. Because it doesn't poison the other person here, Libra, when you're blaming or pointing fingers. You did this to me. I had to stay in this commitment because of you. You had free will and choice, right? To stay in any kind of element. So right here, where did you give your power away, or why do you feel powerless in some kind of relationship? I'm also getting something about turning your back on a mother, or something about a mother turned their back on you, or you had to grow up quickly. And now playing seems kind of like, playing seems foolish to you, but play actually brings you back into harmony. Something about a work focus here as well. Take the pressure off yourself. Be more kind, gentle, and soft. This is soft, fuzzy energy. Warm and fuzzy. Soft, warm, and fuzzy. And the Nine of Swords. Walking on eggshells in a relationship with another person. I'm also getting something about anxiety and worry, or needing to get more rest, needing to get more sleep. So going back to Temperance, there is a need for you to make a better bedtime routine and just say, no, I'm going to bed at 10. That's my bedtime and I'm going to bed at 10. I have more discipline and I'm saying no. So there is something about more downtime for you. That Nine of Swords is also thinking worst case scenario of like, what if I spoke up in this dynamic? This is about thinking worst case scenario of like, everybody's leaving my life, or what if, you know, things fall away? Well, if things fall away, it's because you're making room for the new. Fool card is about keep things simple. Temperance is also the card of alchemy. Keep things really simple and easy. One or two things is a priority right now in Libra's life. And what is that? Is that about you recovering financially? Or is this worried about a scenario of worst case scenario when worst case scenario doesn't happen? Or something about walking on eggshells, frustration, anxiety, depression. You could also be dealing with somebody that has like harsh depression, but I'm also getting like harsh words, like something that you are afraid of here, Libra, is actually a lie. Like fearing. See, like, boo. Turn your back on that fear. Because sometimes fear is sneaky. Our thoughts are loud or in our face. That's not your intuition. Those are your thoughts. Your intuition is soft and subtle. So like I said about like this warm and fuzzy energy, when you have the warm and fuzzies inside of you, that's your intuition. So when you feel like you want to act or go somewhere or do something, act on that impulse. What is this? Temperance and Seven of Wands. Caught off guard or by surprise as well. But will you be proactive or reactive? This is very reactive. Or somebody around you could be very reactive. So really like hard to deal with. And the Six of Wands. Well, that's beautiful energy. This is like I'm in it to win it. I'm also getting something like an unexpected promotion. Or this could also be some kind of, I'm drawing a line in the sand. I'm saying, no, I've hit this midpoint or milestone and I'm setting myself free to find a better balance and harmony that syncs up with me. But I'm also getting something about like a raise, a promotion. If you have been here, Sagittarius, been putting a person on a pedestal. So again, This is why you're in the blocked and challenged position. You have to see this person as equal. So if you see somebody as a celebrity, this person is going to walk by you and treat you like a fan. Okay? And right here, there's something about worrying about success, or that you can find a compromise or harmony. But that Six of Wands can also be an element of like victory, triumph, success, excitement, being caught off guard or by surprise, by compromise. There's going to be a compromise. We're going to figure this out. One way or another, we're going to figure this out. But we have to let go of, you did this. The blaming and shaming has to stop, whether it's on your end or this person's end. Every time this person starts in with, you are the problem, right? Just say, when you're ready to have a conversation, find a way to better conversate with this person. Page of Wands. Page of Wands says, finish what you have started. This is about a new contract, going into something new. But then again, there's someone here that wants to come in and reconcile with you. This person doesn't want you to let you go. Oh my gosh, there's a gnat that's a little fly, shoe fly. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth right here. I stand in the light of, I stand in integrity. There's a win-win for you in the forecast. It's all going to work out. Whatever this is. Whatever you're worried about, it's going to work out. Just tell yourself. And that is about the temperance, the cleansing, the purification. Cleansing water. Purification activates vibrant life force. It also, this lotus flower is about harmony, patience, and simplicity. So there is something about cleansing water. This dragonfly is truth transcends illusion. Being by water or traveling by water or just going somewhere and keeping things light brings you a piece of happiness. Ascending the mountains. Keep going forward. Forward movement, always a sign of growth, even if it doesn't feel like there's anything happening. Also, if there is anybody who is complaining or trying to distract you on what it is that you want to do, just saying, if you give your power away, you say no to this, to yourself, or let's just say Libra, you say yes to this person. When you say yes to another person, you say no to yourself. So just know that. And what will it lead to? Resentment, blame, shame, and guilt. It is also about the distractions. Anybody who's trying to distract you or poo-poo you or say, hey, do you want to Netflix and chill, when you know that you want to get your resume out there or go to sleep at 10 o'clock, that's a no. And you're like, but I'm afraid, right? So you're in the blocked and challenged position about giving your power away. Stand up for yourself. Say no. Because you have a fear that somebody might leave your life or, get mad at you if you say no to this person. Surrender to the journey. Release control. This is about release, and let go. Things work out better for you here, Libra, of when you release the control on it. And I know it's easier said than done, but it's just about a new focus, like hanging out with your friends. You just need a new outlet just to lighten up a little bit. And it might not even be you. It might be the other person. You're like, gosh, this person's got their nundies in a knot. They're pissed off. They're angry at me. I'm walking on eggshells, And then investigating. So it says discover truth. And it says you stand in the light of truth. And this is about research or investigating. This can also be something that you are hiring. Like you could be hiring somebody to investigate this for you. Judge, lawyer, doctor, get a second opinion, a tracker. and sex shop. I'm also getting something about shop. This could be a shop that you own, or let's just say that you're like, yeah, you know what? I want to open up a coffee shop. It doesn't have to be a sex shop, but there could also be a person around you that's like, why would you want to open up a coffee shop? That's stupid, Libra, right? Poo-poo. But you're like, it's everything I want within divine timing. Like, it means like, don't push or force or kind of control anything. Everything is going to work out. Even when dealing with a defensive person. Betrayal. Betrayal. Deceit, backstab, traitors, unworthy of trust. Yeah, okay, so who can you trust and who can't you? You should know by the reciprocation. So like I said, it takes two to tango. So are we on the same page? The sync. Are we out of sync or in sync? And caution. So if this person has betrayed you or disappointed you in the past and they're coming back around and reconciling with you, I would think twice about this. And private relationship. I would also keep a relationship quite private. So if you do have somebody who is like, you know what, you're nothing without this commitment, right? Well, that's a lie. That's a lie, right? Nine of Swords is harsh lies, harsh, mean words and everything. Haystack, karma, you will reap what you have sown. Yeah, what goes around comes back around to you. And it's like something you did in your past, like getting more finances or just something here is owed to you. And you're right. Rainbow, the most difficult part of the situation is over. Tulip, great passion. So let's just say this is you and your business partner that are going out of business, right? That you own a shop with this person. You're like, am I going to regret surrendering this? No. Bull, do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. It means stand up to that bully, stand up to that gossiper, stand up to the naysayer, and you will succeed. I'm also getting something about you giving away your power by not speaking up. Chain of events that will affect your life. It can affect your life in a positive or negative. And that's why the chain of events is here. Will affect your life in a positive or negative. Is this positively influencing in my life? And is it fueling my fire? Or is it negatively impacting my life? This person, this job, this friendship, this situation. You just have to get honest with yourself. And funnel, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. And that's the whole thing. Instead of looking at it of like, why is this happening to me? What is the lesson that I'm learning about this period of frustration? Whatever in this scenario, because it's a general read. Leave me a comment down below here, Libra. Like, share, subscribe. And if you want to book a private reading with me, you can do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website and you can check out the options there. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.